I'm Danny, and I've been practicing yoga for 12 years, or just under 12 years. I'm certified in Moksha, and I teach Moksha Flow and Vinyasa, and I've done some studies in Yin. I don't teach Yin on a regular basis, but I enjoy the practice a lot. I enjoy practicing Vinyasa, and I teach Moksha Level 2, and I enjoy practicing a lot of other different styles, so I incorporate other styles into my teaching. I've also done an Anusara training with some really amazing senior certified Anusara teachers, and I try to weave different elements of that into my teaching also. I started gravitating towards health and wellness, and initially I thought I was going to move towards, like personal training and fitness assessment, which I did for a very short period of time. But as I started to find my way into yoga, and really I think it's more yoga finding me, it started to gravitate more with me. It started to resonate with me more. I loved what yoga did for me, how it felt transformative, and the more I practiced, I could feel subtle shifts on so many levels, and it started making a huge difference in my life. The way that I kind of viewed the world, the way that I saw other people, the way that it impacted my relationships with others, and I just felt that I wanted to share that and incorporate more of it in my life. And I wasn't sure where the teacher training was going to take me, where my initial teacher training was going to take me, but I kind of had a sense that I really wanted to share this with others, and kind of give them that same gift, like the same things that were showing up in my life. There's so much that I love about teaching, just interacting with the students. I teach at a number of different places, but I think every studio has a certain vibe, and there are students that make up the energy of the space, and I love to interact with all of the different students. I love to share with the students, just my love of yoga. I'm very passionate about yoga. I hear sometimes yoga teachers will talk about yoga being work, and I've never referred to it as work, and I've never seen it as work. To me, it still feels very much like an extended hiatus away from work. But if anything, if I had to pin it on anything, it's just the sharing of my love of yoga, and seeing students come in, new students, and everyone's coming in from a different place, and just seeing how the students start to kind of go through this transformative process. Initially they may come in and it's just about, getting through this physical workout, and then they start to see that there are different layers, and then that they can start to go deeper inside, and you start to see students kind of slowing down and becoming a little bit more still and more conscious of how they interact with others, and how they show up in their life, and how they show up in their relationships. So it's nice to see that kind of transformation. And because I have been teaching for so long, I've seen students who've walked in the door for the first time, and then maybe they've become energy exchangers, and then they've started helping around the studios in other capacities, and then they've gone on to do teacher trainings, and then they've become teachers themselves, and they've grown so much in their practice. And I love that, because that's kind of been my journey to a certain extent, just kind of walking in the door green and just kind of learning and continuing to learn. I love the space. It's an amazing space. One of the things that stood out for me when I first walked through the doors, before I even got to know the students, was the space. I mean, it's an amazing practice room. And I've heard other students say that, and I've heard visiting teachers talk about the space. But then, as I've gotten to know some of the students, just the energy that the students bring in, and a lot of the students when they come in are really open to learning, and they're very inquisitive about, and I mean, we kind of find that throughout, but they seem to be really inquisitive about kind of how to deepen their practice, and they're curious about the poses, and they'll get questions about the philosophical aspects of the practice. So just the fact that the students have this kind of open mind and open heart approach to